What is going on, Scorpio? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your reading for the month of September, the beginning, maybe the half of the month also. And yeah, we're going to hop into these cards and see what's going on. It's crazy so far, Scorpio. Like, I'm loving your energy. Y'all are about to have some fun in the month of September. And it gets very deep at the same time. I was just sitting here thinking about your cards and channeling your energy, and all of these messages just start coming in. It just had me over here laughing, cracking up, because this is what you guys are going to be doing in the month of September. And it's so deep. So let me do my whole spiel. This is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. If it does not resonate, you can always check out your rising or moon sign or one of the previous readings that I did for Scorpio. If you guys don't follow me on IG, please do. That's at chrisanthony14lbs, chrisanthony 14 pounds. And if you want a more personalized reading with me, you can email me about that and we'll set that up for you. Scorpio, we're going to be checking out your present energy first, your main storyline, which is all happening right here. And excuse my cord because my phone is charging. I was about to wait and let it charge up to do your reading, but I got to get the energy out. I got to let you guys know what's happening because there's a lot going on with you guys. All right, after that, we're going to be covering your futuristic energy, your supporting details over on the left, and then at the end you guys will have a fairy card. All right, let me try to get this card. Okay, so we're hopping right into the reading, Scorpio, but I just want to let you guys know. All right, I was sitting in here thinking about your reading, and then I just started channeling these different visions that I was having, right? So first thing that I saw was the beach. I was just instantly at the beach, and then the water was just the waves were crashing in and coming, to crash into the sand. And that's all I really heard was how peaceful the water was, how healing the water was, how serene it was. And you guys do want to be around some water in the month of September. If you can make it to a beach or a lake or a pond or something like that, please try to do that, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of activation that's happening around water. If you can't make it to a beach or something like that, then just take some baths in the month of September, or some long showers, or really be intentional with your shower or bath time. You don't have to do a ritual or anything. You can do that if you want, if that's what you do, but just really be conscious when you're taking a shower or taking a bath in the month of September. Or if you make it to some water, just really be in a contemplative type of meditative place, because I feel like there's an activation and a major transformation that's happening for you guys specifically in the month of September. And I see you guys, Scorpio, I am loving your energy. It's gosh, I love Scorpio. All right, let's just get into the reading. And I'll try to let you know what I saw in my visions, all right? Piece by piece. Hopefully it doesn't just all come out, because I'm trying to finish this reading. And the question is, do you guys want a 30-minute reading or an hour reading? Because there's so much to cover. All right, so let's see. 10 of Cups energy is here, and it's clarified by the Strength card. So the first word that popped in my head when I was thinking about, how you guys are feeling in September is jovial. And I was just jovial? I never say jovial. Where did that even come from? And it's this is how you guys are going to be feeling, happy, cheerful in the month of September. But it's so much deeper than that, right? It's you're feeling this way in September because it's you're really getting to the core and finding out who you are, and not only that, what position you are supposed to be playing in life. And it's so much deeper than that. It's with the Strength card here, and this is why I say you guys want to be by water or something, because I do feel like you are shedding a layer of yourself. You're shedding a layer of your skin, kind of like how scorpions do, right? They shed their external layer and then they get a new one. I feel like a lot of Scorpions or Scorpios are shedding your skin in the month of September, and this new layer is coming out. And as you can see, it almost seems like she's shedding her skin, right? Like the mask, the other face that she was wearing came off, the other type of clothes that she was wearing is coming off, and it's like you're getting deeper to your core. And it's something about this that's very much so exciting you, because you're really finding out like who you are, like who is a Scorpio, right? Like your animal representation is a scorpion, right? Like it's so deep. And so some of you guys, I just want to just go ahead and put this out here, are like finding out that you're the villain. Like, it's crazy what I was seeing. It's like, but it's so deep, right? It's like you're finding out, like, in this storyline, in this play, you know, that you're just put in, like, it feels like you've just been being this regular person and, you know, like, in, you know, trying to enjoy your life. You've been learning lessons in life, and it's just like things have been going kind of crazy or whatever, or just haven't really gone your way all the way, and you've gone through a lot of like heartache and pain, a lot of traumatic events in your life. And it's kind of like, but you've been wrapped underneath this surface of yourself, and it's like you've only been being a piece of yourself. Like you've only been playing out a certain role that you thought you were supposed to play out, right? Because you haven't yet made it to this point of transformation. Oh, it's so deep. You haven't yet made it to this place of like maturation, I want to say, of a scorpion's maturation, for this message that, you know, resonates with this individual, these people that are listening, if this is resonating with you. So I feel like in September, you're really like shedding off this layer of yourself, this next layer of yourself, and it's like you're finding out or figuring out like you're the villain. And I'm sorry to let you know, but you're just going to seem quite happy about this. And I'm not trying to say like Scorpios are like evil, or like, you know, I'm not saying that. It's just, it's deeper if you can kind of get the meaning of it, right? Because you guys ever watch movies and you notice how all villains, like they have like this evil laugh that they do, right? And it's kind of like they always have this laugh like after they do something, or like their evil plan, you know, works out or something like that, or when they're telling people about what they have planned and in mind, then they just start laughing like with this evil laugh, right? Like, I'm not even going to try to do it, but it's like, this is what I see you guys doing in the month of September. Is like you're laughing and you're happy about yourself. You're happy about who it is that you're finding out that you are. And it's like you're finding out like you're the protagonist. Like, I think that's the word for it. I think like the villain in the movie. I don't know, but it's just this authenticity that's really tapping in with you guys, and you're just like laughing about being the villain. Like you're like, and I say villain because like the villain just almost doesn't care, right? Like you have this type of attitude about yourself where it's like that, like, you know what, I don't care if this whole thing catches on fire and burns down. Like, I'm about to be sipping a glass of champagne and watching it and smoking a cigarette as it all burns down. Like, it's almost the picture that I get is like, you know how in some of those movies, like those high school movies, it's this girl who's like a nerd, and she's like, you know, wearing glasses, and she's very quiet and like meek and humble, and she kind of gets picked on a little bit by the other girls, and, you know, goes to school and just like does her work and doesn't have that much of a personality, doesn't have that much of a, you know, a hard exterior to protect herself, and she just kind of wants to stay under the radar and like out of people's way, and just be like the wallflower, right? But then all of a sudden something happens in her life where she just snaps, and all of a sudden, like, one day she comes to school and she has like all black on and black, eyeliner, black lipstick or something. Like, now her clothes are more revealing, and she doesn't wear her hair up anymore. She wears it down. It's like, this is what's happening to you guys. Like, and if you're a man, Scorpio, like, take it, as a man too. But it's like this transformation that's occurring. And I feel like it's almost like you guys are going over to the dark side. And you don't have to take that like in an evil way, like you're just becoming evil. But it's like you're tapping into your dark energy or your Scorpio energy. I almost feeling like, Scorpios are so different inside of the zodiac, right? It's like some people think like Aquarius is like the aliens of the zodiac. They're like the extraterrestrial. Pisces is like, the mystics, they're magical. But Scorpio is kind of like that dark creature in the forest that nobody should really fuck with. It's like, and it's like, this is what you're becoming. And it's like, it's lighting you up because it's making you laugh. Like, something is making you happy in a way, like, something that will make a villain happy. And I'm sorry to say, it's like, it doesn't really have to be terrible, like you're laughing at the expense of somebody else or something like that, or you're laughing that something is fucked up. It's just like, I'm even taking on your energy right now. But it's like, it's like you're going to find yourself just like laughing at yourself in the month of September at this transformation that's taking place, because you're shedding this layer of skin, and all of this this path that you've been on in life to find or search for your happiness has led you to this place of this internal strength, this internal energy that you're now wanting to become externally. It's led you to your transformation of a true Scorpio, right? Like this true Scorpio energy. And I'm definitely picking up the goddess Lilith very strongly, that you're kind of taking on. It's like this primordial energy that you're taking on, and it's like you guys are really becoming the sorcerer, the sorceress. And so in the month of September, I'm definitely going to need you guys to just walk all the way in your power that you have, because this is what's happening. Like, you don't even have to hold it back anymore. This transformation is taking place. And you're going to just walk out the door one day and just be your true self all the way, and take off the mask and the false self. And it's like you're just enjoying being yourself in the month of September. It's hopefully I put that totally into words, because the pictures that I'm seeing, it's harder to really put it into language. But this is what I'm feeling, all right? Also, the message that I was getting was that, like, you guys are like sorcerers or sorceress, right? It's like you have this magic about yourselves that it can't be trained and it can't be learned, and you don't really have to do like the spell work, and you don't really have to, like, try to study it or something. It's like, it is you. It's like, it's in your bloodline. It's like you're born from this bloodline of sorcerers. And so you're tapping into this deep magic inside of yourself and transforming into like this sorcerer this month in September. And you're really tapping into your darkness. I do want to say, like, even though, most of us are like light workers and we want to heal the world, that, are into spirituality and things like that. And you're still that way, Scorpio. Like, I know you guys get it, but it's like you're tapping into like your dark nature that makes you a Scorpio in the month of September. And you're realizing like how much of that makes up the DNA of who you are. And realizing how much you don't even have to try to be this other person that you've been trying to be. to fit in, you know, to society, or to fit into, you know, social circles, or with your friends, or with your family. Like, I don't know. We know, people know that you're a Scorpio. Like, it's you guys have claws, and you have like stingers, like that type of animal, or like, you know, creature doesn't really play well around other people. Like, you know, it's not like when you get a scorpion, it's like getting a dog or something like that, or like this little cute puppy or cat or something. Like, a scorpion will fuck you up, like kill you. And I think you're really just taking that on. Like, I think you forgot along the way that you're like this dark creature of the night, that you're a scorpion. But like, now you're remembering it. I feel like with this Ten of Cups, you're just remembering your home. You're remembering like where you come from, whatever planet that is, right? I think your ruling planet is like Pluto. Yeah. So you come from like this far off, distant, dark place, and it's like you're realizing what type of creature you are. And I hope you're just like getting me and picking this up symbolically. It's like, but you're just seeing where you belong, right? Like, almost like when a villain becomes a villain, and they're like, you know, I've been trying to be this good person. I was trying to be somebody who got along with everybody. I was wanting to give back to the world, but it's something that the villains always recognize that's kind of like messed up about the world, right? It's something that they see, where they're very great at seeing behind the scenes of the world and the inner workings of the matrix. And because they can't help themselves, you know, from seeing the inner workings of the world and the inner workings of people, and psychology, and that's what the Scorpio does. It's like it makes them transform into this villainous type of personality, because it doesn't make sense anyway. Like, and so if the world doesn't make sense, like, how can they make sense? And so then they just go on this whole, you know, journey of just you know, destruction, or I guess trying to make it make sense, or trying to show other people that the world doesn't make sense. I don't know. I didn't want to go into the rabbit hole. But this is like the psychology that you're in the month of September. And this is the transformation that you're in. Like, this is the energies that are around you. It's like you're realizing something about yourself and something about your nature that makes you a Scorpio, and maybe why you don't fit in some places. Like, to a certain extent, every zodiac sign can say they don't fit in to certain places or with certain people. But you specifically are finding and tapping into a certain level of your uniqueness in the month of September, and you're really taking your power back, or just activating your power that just is always inside of you, and really coming home to the fact that you're a Scorpio. Like a villain realizes that they're a villain. Alright, Scorpio, that's all I have to say about those cards. We can get on with the rest of the story. It's just, this message is very deep for you guys. Like, whatever is happening, maybe because your birthday is coming up, you know, your season is about to be next. And it's like, well, after Libra season, you know, it'll be Libra, then Scorpio, but like, you feel it coming, and it's like something that's like coming you guys' way, and it's just something that's, I feel like it's like your dark side, you know. But we all have the light and dark about ourselves, right? We all have that as a part of our nature, and maybe you've been too much in your light side, and now it's time for you to revisit your dark side a little bit. But this is making you happy. Like, it's making you, you know, it's giving you a rest, a breather, because you're like, I could actually integrate both sides. Like, I don't have to just only be good and great and strive for my highest potential and be the greatest version of myself and always be inspired and always be happy. Like, you're finding another side of happiness that has something to do with like your dark side, your shadow self. And you're integrating your shadow is what's happening. Like, it's very deep. And I love it. Alright, so let me just get moving. Hopefully, that makes sense to you guys and I didn't just go on that long tangent for nothing. So, King of Swords clarified by the Temperance. We're 20 minutes in and I got stuck on the first two cards. So let's see what's up, Scorpio. So the Temperance card is talking about this certain level of balance that is coming in, this cleansing that's coming in, this healing and transformative energy that's coming in for you guys, right? This is why I say you do want to be by water or just take some long showers or long baths in September, because there's an activation that's happening within the water for you. You're shedding a certain layer, so you need to like be cleansing your body, be cleansing your mind, right? Your soul. And water is very good at doing that. Now you are taking on the King of Swords energy right here in the middle of your reading, right? Which means you're very logical. You're seeing things from another perspective. I believe you're seeing yourself from another perspective. You're having the opportunity to almost step outside of yourself in the month of September and look at yourself. Like, look at the creature that you are, right? Look at your ability to sting and have claws and this hard exterior and what that represents for you, and your ability to have this depth of emotion and feeling, right? And your ability to be poised the way that you are and have this inner strength that everybody can see. And you're just like really reviewing who it is that you are, like. And I just keep feeling this makes you happy. Like, you're happy with yourself. You're happy. You should be happy with yourself, Scorpio. Like, because you're so powerful. Like, you are the powerfulest water sign that I know. And I'm a water sign. I'm a Pisces, but I understand that Scorpios are more powerful than Pisces. Like, I'll give you that. And Cancer. Like, and you can at me if you don't believe that. But this is where you're at, right? It's like you're recognizing that about yourself, and some of you guys do already know it, but it's like you're realizing this in a very logical sense. It's like bringing you back to reality. If you are off, stuck somewhere else, maybe in your emotions, or maybe overwhelmed by life, or thinking how you don't have some things that in life that you want, whether that be the house, the car, the family, the true love, the place that you want to live, the travel, the money, the financial stability, whatever that is. Like, you're putting things into perspective by seeing your true nature, because everything that you want and you desire are just, byproducts of who it is that you already are. Right? Like, everything that you believe that can make you happy externally are just byproducts of how you're already happy externally. I mean, how you're already happy internally. And this is making you happy. It's like you're being happy with yourself and happy with this transformation. And this is true happiness that's here. Like, this internal happiness, where it's like you don't need much to see something, to see that the situation you're in, like, it's all about what you make it. Like, your energy is what makes a certain experience or a certain place be what it is, right? Like, I don't know, I'm just really bigging your energy up right now, Scorpio. Like, when you come into a room, you make other people happy. I don't know. Like, people see you as being, like, very confident and very happy with yourself. And the fact that some of you guys, like, feel like you don't have happiness, and this is what I'm kind of picking up, like, because you don't have certain things, it's just like not even real to me because of this energy that you carry, Scorpio. It's like, oh gosh, I can't put it into words, I'm sorry. But you're seeing what I'm trying to explain in the month of September about yourself. And this is bringing you a lot of balance and a lot of healing, and it's bringing you a lot of internal wisdom and internal happiness. It's like you've concluded something about yourself. And this is what you needed to kind of connect the dots. This is what you needed to bring this internal happiness that I'm talking about. And this is going to transform your external world, right? It's like you understand that it wasn't outside of yourself, the things that you were looking for, the feeling that you were looking for, the fulfillment that you were looking for was not external to yourself. It was within you. It was the way that you view life. It was your lens, right? Comes from your internal perspective. So somebody can be happy. I'm not even going to go that deep into it. This is what's changing though, right? We're 26 minutes in. I don't want to go that deep into it. You know what I'm talking about, Scorpio. Intuitively, you pick up on this. And you're going to be feeling it in the month of September. And you're actually going to be like over the board happy about it, because it's like, I feel like it's something that's so simple, but it's also something that makes you snap, right? It's like the what do they say? What is that saying? Like, is it like the last piece of hay or something that broke the camel's back? Whatever that, however that saying goes, but it's something that seems very small that's happening in the month of September that just breaks down the whole structure for you, breaks down the whole matrix, and you just snap. Like I said in the beginning, those people snap in certain movies when they like turn into a villain, or they turn to, into this more confident person, and they pick up their shadow side, and it gives them perfect equilibrium. And so now you're like, wow, shit, I see things differently. I'm just seeing this transformation happen for you guys. I'm happy for you, and I'm really in your energy. So like, you got the strength card again, right, with the Hierophant. And I do feel like this strength card is like this path that you're about to start walking, right? Like this thing that you've been taming for such a long time within yourself, when you were going and you were being this nice, humble person, and trying to be cheerful, or doing the right thing, playing by the rules, existing inside the matrix like everybody else does. It's something that you're kind of not allowing to be tamed anymore, that's coming to life about yourself. Like, your dark side is all I keep getting, right? Like, and whatever that could be for you. And I'm not talking about, the side of yourself that makes you narcissistic, or like the addictive side of yourself. Like, I'm not giving you guys a go light to just go and just, mess your life up or something like that. But it's just I'm talking about this side of your dark side that is supposed to integrate with the light. That does involve all the stuff that I just said, but you're giving it an outlet, I feel like, healthy in a healthy way. You're giving your shadow self opportunity to integrate with your light self, right? Your higher nature integrating with your lower nature. And this is what's happening in this card. Like the lion could be the representation of the lower nature, and the woman above him is your higher nature, right? And it's like they're coming into perfect harmony. And so the thing that is happening is that you're breaking out of the matrix in a certain type of way when it comes down to maybe your belief system and the barriers that held you in. Your thinking, your operating system is being upgraded. And so these smaller minded type of thoughts or beliefs, this is what I feel you breaking out of. And you're tapping and you're using your dark side to do this. It's like you're escaping this place you've been in the matrix by reaching down into your darker nature. And so this is maybe, the reason why life has been kind of darker for you maybe recently, in recent times. Some of you guys have been really going through the dark night of the soul, because it was almost like you were being pushed to get to that place to be like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck this. Like, and then now you're becoming a villain. Like, and I don't know why I keep saying that. That's just the word. That's the idea that's popping in my head. This is the symbol, the transformation of the villain that's happening with you guys. Wow. So, yeah, this integration between the light and the dark, the high and the low, yin and yang, right, is happening, and it's making you bust out of this Hierophant energy, right, that has to do with traditions and with societal beliefs and rules and regulations and the matrix. And I feel like you're now about to be really like acting on your internal philosophies that you have made up for yourself through your own experience, through your own training of being inside of the matrix and being inside of belief systems, and looking at the way the world operates and seeing the chinks in the matrix and the glitches, right? All this time you've been seeing the glitches in the matrix and how things just don't make sense, and like, why did this person just do that? Why did that just happen? Like, you just, for the longest, it hasn't been making sense to you. And you've been trying to play by these rules of the matrix all the while. It just has not made sense to you. But you're just like, but this is what everybody else is doing. And they seem like they're having fun. Like, why can't I have fun? But you're just getting to the point now where you're like, you know what, get me out of this costume, get me out of this gown, this tuxedo, whatever it is that you're wearing, that you were dressed up for because you were trying to fit into this matrix, this structure, these ideas of societal values and beliefs. And you're just like taking it off. And you're just like, I don't know, I'm just a different being. I'm a different creature. I have my own beliefs and philosophy. I don't. Fuck this. That may be your title for this reading. This is crazy. And excuse me, you people who don't like profanity. I usually don't curse on my readings, but this is deep. Scorpio, this is deep. Scorpio is like, fuck this. Alright, so then we have the moon card here. And this is like the energy that I feel you're tying into. That you're tapping into, like I said, that dark side of the moon. Your darker nature, right? Your shadow self. And it's giving you some illumination about life in general. It's almost like your conscious is now going into this dark room that you just kept locked away, right? The shadow self. You didn't like going in the basement that's underneath your house, right? Because it's dark down there. It's uncivilized. Like, nobody goes down in the basement. It's mildew down there, or it's just like not a place you want to go chill at. But in the month of September, you're going in this basement. And the basement is your subconscious mind, right? The places in your subconscious mind where consciousness has not been allowed to go yet. You haven't allowed it. Like, it was off limits. But now you go here into your subconscious mind and you're finding some things about yourself out, right? You're it's almost like that hero's journey, right? You go into the land of the unfamiliar, into the land of the unknown, the land of Oz. And so you're finding something that illuminates your path, that illuminates your personality, that illuminates your life, but it's actually being found in the dark. Now, how strange is that, right? It's like you're here in the darkest part of yourself, and you find out that's the part of yourself that you like the most. I don't know. This is just what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. It's like you're finding out this is what brings you happiness. Like, you know, almost like a villain, right? Like when a villain in a movie does something crazy, like to a regular human being, that's just like the consequences, you'll be like, why did you just do that? Like, that actually makes them laugh. And I'm not, you know, saying this like literally, like, you know, you should just go mess something up and that'll make you laugh. I'm just saying symbolically, this is what's happening. It's like this darkness is where you find your light. This darkness that you have come to is where your transformation is. Right? This cave that was being guarded by all of your demons and all of the things that you just want to get rid of, or all of your greatest fears, or all the things that you did not want to face, you're facing them in the month of September, and it's bringing you your greatest happiness. It's almost like your greatest weakness that you thought was your greatest weakness is actually your greatest strength. Or the thing that you thought, you know, was your greatest weakness is actually bringing you your greatest ability to be happy. It's something along those lines that's happening. It's like the matrix is breaking and you were looking at it upside down. It was backwards. And then you just turn it right side up and it's like, yeah, so something is happening, I believe, for you guys around the full moon in September. It could have already happened around the new moon, right? That was a couple of days ago. But yes, something is coming to the light. And I think one of your other readings was kind of about this, but it didn't go this deep into it. That we did a couple of weeks back. And I think I was talking about how you guys were changing and something was going on, but this is like a very deep transformation. This is where you're making this decision, right? The Lover's card is talking about a decision being made. And sorry, you know, for the people who like the surface level readings, that's just letting you know about what's going on in your life and who you're loving. And I'll talk a little bit about that too, but this is more on a deeper level, this reading. And so, yeah, you're having this awakening in the dark, in your darkest place. You're finding out that's where you're a decision, right, to move out of the Hierophant energy. And in the tarot, the story of the tarot, after you arrive at the Hierophant, you leave the Hierophant and you go on to the Lovers. And the Lovers talks about you making a heart over head decision. It talks about you going into your own philosophy of life and you loving your true self and no longer trying to fit into the framework of the Hierophant or of tradition and of the matrix. And you break the matrix, and it's kind of like you find this true love for yourself. And this is what you've actually been searching for. While you were searching for happiness externally, and that person that you want so much to come back and love you, or that person that you want to meet that you know is your soulmate, and you've actually been searching for yourself. And I'm sorry, Scorpio, that this is this deep, but you're going to love it in September. Like, I'm telling you, it's not even going to be like one of those deep mystical talks that I'm having with you right now. I'm just kind of explaining the energy. You are going to be the one that's experiencing this, right? You are going to be carrying it out. Like, I can only see it and talk about it, but you're going to be feeling it. The Ten of Cups energy, overwhelmed with emotion, overwhelmed with fulfillment, overwhelmed with this aha moment, this epiphany that comes, and the weirdest place to get it at, right? It's like, I feel like you're in a place that you were mourning something, like, no, where's the card that I'm looking for? You were kind of like mourning, and like, you know, like how it is when you watch those movies, right? When somebody is like, everything is falling apart, or they're just like, gosh, what's going on? And they're crying or whatever. Then all of a sudden, out of the crying, out of the deep sorrow, the regret, the mourning, they just start laughing. Like, this laugh comes over them, this laughter, this epiphany comes, and they're like, wait a minute, I've been looking at this the wrong way. I've been looking at myself the wrong way. Yeah. So that's just what I see. Let's keep it moving. Put these cards back. All right, so yeah. Now, for some of you guys, let's come back to the surface, come back to reality a little bit. Some of you guys could definitely be involved with a very strong soulmate connection with someone else that you're very much so not too sure about at the moment, because there are not a lot of supporting details in reality that, you know, supports the fact that you love this person that deep. Even you could be like, why do I even love this person as much? But the connection you guys have is, you know, a little bit more spiritual and etherical, you know. So it's a spiritual connection that I do feel like you have with someone that you do want to have the Ten of Cups with. You do want to have this happiness with. And you wish so much that balance could come inside of this situation, and that it could be balanced out. This person could possibly be an air sign. For some of you guys, or a fire sign, like a Leo. But yeah, something clouds this connection, because it's in the moon phase of this connection, and the sun hasn't quite shined on it yet. So you are looking for answers, or somebody that's dealing with you could be looking for answers about just why they're choosing to hold on to you, or why you're choosing to hold on to this person, and why there is so much deep love here, and why you guys are lovers. And I see you kind of like talking to the universe about this, like, why do I love this person? Or why are we not together? Or why don't I have this love here that I want to have so much, that I dream about so much, that I go to bed thinking about, that I imagine? And you know, this is just some talks that you guys are having. But yeah, whenever you have the moon card here, that does mean that answers are going to be revealed, and about your love situation, things are coming to the light about it. But but it's just a certain phase of life that you're in, right? It's a season for everything. Like, who said that? Who said that? Solomon said that, right? It was like, it's a season for everything. A season for war, a season for peace, a season for love, and a season for being alone. A season for hugging and being held, and a season to hug yourself, right? So you're in a moon phase, maybe, where you don't have all the answers about your love life or about who it is that you're dealing with. Excuse me. And you do want more answers, but they're coming. You just have to wait for the moon cycles. All right, we have the page of excuse me, Scorpio. We have the page of Pentacles, and then we have the Knight of Wands, right? So there could be an offer that is coming in, an opportunity that could be coming in the area of work or finance or career. And somebody could be making you an offer. This could be a job offer that could be coming in if you guys have been on a search for a job. Or an opportunity to make more money on the side, like a side hustle that could be happening, that is, you know, like a venture that you're wanting to start up on your own, and you want to grow, you know, to be very abundant, but it's at its beginning stage, and you have a little that you want to invest into it, maybe financially, in order to have that investment grow. Some of you guys are wanting to invest in stock, or you're wanting to invest in Forex trading, or something along those lines, and you really want this to grow, whatever it is that you are wanting to invest in. You see it as something that could very much grow for you, and something that you can do, you have the ability to do. So you're really looking at it as a vision. You're like a visionary looking at this investment that you're wanting to invest and approach. And I do feel like it's going to be very abundant. I feel like you can definitely be successful in it, which is why you're heading towards this as the Knight of Wands, right? You're very fired up and passionate about this new investment, or about this new journey, this new venture that you're taking a hold to. And it's kind of like you're going full speed ahead, like, let's go. I'm ready for this. I want some new abundance in my life. I want a new way of making money, right? I want to bring in some passive income, or whatever it could be for you. But you are very passionate about it and moving forward very strongly. Now, for some of you guys, this could be a fire sign that is trying to come in and make an offer to you. That's kind of like the beginning of something. Like, this could be somebody wanting to spark a conversation with you, you know, see what you're doing, what you're up to, or let you know, you know, like they see you as somebody that they can have some stability with. But it's not that strong of an offer if this is a person, if this is a person taking on that fire sign energy, because they're a knight anyway, right? So they're always on the move. But they could be making a little gesture to you that maybe you'll appreciate. You know, somebody could be giving you a gift also, like, hey, I just thought about you and I just wanted you to have this. Like, I was thinking about you when I was out and I just got this for you. I think you're going to appreciate this if this is happening to you to a certain level, right? It's going to be small, a small gesture, but somebody that I feel like is attracted to you wants to kind of give you something to show you that they're attracted or that they care. And this could be something, if it's somebody that you've already been dealing with, that they want to try to make up with you with. So they kind of like give you this, like, hey, I just was thinking about you and what happened, and I just want you to know that I, you know, I'm sorry. And so they give you a gift, or they're giving you a gift instead of saying what I just said, because maybe they can't express that much deep into it. They're not very expressive if they're coming in as the King of Swords. So the way that they're expressing their, you know, regret or sadness or, you know, love for you or whatever is in the form of giving you something. All right, let's keep it moving, Scorpio. We do have the King of Cups in your futuristic energy. We have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Magician, and then we have the Judgment card. So, King of Cups, I do feel like this is you coming in your energy very strongly, very mature, very well-rounded. You've grown, you've learned some things in this past cycle, some very important things. And you have the Ace of Wands that you're coming through with. So not only are you coming with your strong, intuitive, you know, receptive energy, psychic energy, right? Very emotionally stable, but you're coming in with a passion and a fierceness moving forward in your life, where you just really want to accomplish some things in your life now that you've had this transformation. You know, now that maybe you know your purpose and you know what it is that, you know, you want to do. You get this Ace of Wands, right? This brand new drive, brand new passion to go after these things. This pep in your step, this fire up under you. And I think this does come because you have balanced certain energies within yourself emotionally, right? The King of Cups is very emotionally balanced. And you've learned to use this emotional depth that you have for your benefit. Right? Like I said, we talked about this for a whole 30 minutes about this transformation that you're having, where you're just realizing like, oh snap, I was going about this the wrong way. So this brings you some passion in. And you do go from the Four of Pentacles energy of kind of like holding back, holding yourself back, you know, coloring inside of the lines, to a place where you're just like, screw the whole coloring book. I don't even like coloring. I want to paint. Get these crowns out of here with this coloring book. Where is the paint? And so Four of Swords is kind of like you relaxing into this energy that maybe you were worried and stressed out about because you were trying to follow the rules so much and fit in to the matrix. And now it's just kind of like you get to rest because you have become one with your dark side. Your light and your dark has integrated. And it's just giving you peace of mind. Like, you get to sleep more at nighttime, if that's what you want to do, right? Because some of you guys could be night owls. You just like to be up at night. But overall, there's a certain type of rest that's coming in where you're breathing. Take a deep breath, breathing easy. Do this in the shower. Do this at the beach or in the bath or whatever when you're in your water. Take some deep breaths. Allow that energy of that water to transform you. Allow this older part of yourself to really shed this skin, because by the time your birth date gets here, by the time it's Scorpio season, like, you're really going to be in your power, like, all the way. And so all these transformations are kind of like occurring up to that point, because it's like you're really taking on your birthright going into 2020, into this new birth year for you. Yeah. Okay, the Magician is here, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So there is something that you're manifesting along the lines of your work, your money, your finances. And I mean, if anybody can manifest, you can do it, Scorpio. Like I said, you are the sorcerer, the sorceress. Like, you have it in your blood to create some things, to really tap into the malleableness of life and how much it could be changed, your reality, your situation. Like, you have the power to do it, even if you haven't been well at doing it up until this point, but that's only because of a certain cycle that you've been in, right? That was more so of a lesson, like, but you have what it takes to really manifest this thing that you're working on, that you're bringing into fruition, and I feel like you're doing well at it. Like, you're very consistent with it, you're focused on it, you're disciplined, you're making sure that all of your dots are connecting, right? Like, you're on point. It's coming along very good, this thing that you're manifesting. It's going to grow into the Ten of Pentacles, because you're using all of what you know and putting it into this thing, right? All of your skill set that you have, all of your power that you have, and you're putting it into this work that definitely could be your life's work. Like, every time I see the Eight of Pentacles, it makes me think, and it does represent your soul's mission, your life's work, the thing that you came here to do. And so you're really serious about doing it. You're getting to that point where you're like, I want to be doing what I was made to do, what I was made to create, right? And bring about into this world, how I'm supposed to help people, my energetic signature, my representation, because everybody has a representation here. This is the realm of representation, right? And everything that you do in reality represents something else deeper that can't be seen. And you understand what you represent, Scorpio, and you want to really dive deeper into that. So for some of you guys, it's like you are becoming that idea, right? Instead of just the person of, my name's Chris, like, I work here. You're becoming something greater and higher than that. You're becoming a representation of yourself. Like, I'm a sorcerer. This is what I do. I'm a villain. This is what I do, right? And your actions are really starting to carry that out. But you're definitely tapping into this sorcery, right? Like, whatever that means for you. But it's just in you. Like, you don't even have to be over there, you know, doing rituals and like spell work. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But I'm just saying, like, it's like most of you guys are just like moving in a certain way that is very, you know, that is a spell in itself. Like, but you're doing this intuitively. Like, it's part of your bloodline, so you don't even know that you're doing magic sometimes and you're doing it. Like, you don't even know that you're manifesting, you know, sometimes, but you're manifesting. But you do it subconsciously. You do it intuitively. Like, it doesn't even have to be conscious for you to do it because it's a part of you. All right, we're an hour in. Let's wrap this thing up. So yeah, your judgment is here, right? Your wake up, your awakening is here. Your transformation, your time to, you know, answer to your calling. And that answer to who you really are and your true self and your deepest nature is the thing that's ending this cycle of hurt and pain and, you know, things happening over and over again. The same lessons having to be taught over and over again. The repeated cycles. The wash, rinse, and release is what I call it. Wash, rinse, and release. Like, you go through these experiences that invoke certain emotions over and over again until, like, you learn the lesson of that emotions, until you transmute those feelings and those emotions. So you stay on this emotional roller coaster, like, until you just don't scream anymore and it's no longer scaring you and it's no longer fun. You're like, okay, I'm done. Like, I feel like some of you guys are done. And so now it's like, okay, the seatbelt, you know, the thing that unlatches when you're on the roller coaster is like unlatching. Like, okay, you're ready. She's ready. he's ready. This is kind of like what the universe is saying, what your angels are saying. Okay, they're ready now. Let's do this. And when it unlatches and you walk off this roller coaster ride, it's like time to get to work. Yeah, time for that soul mission to go ahead and play out. Like, it's time for your ministry to go ahead and come into fruition. Training is over, right? Playtime is over, right? Now it's like, let's focus, let's build. Let's be the best villain that ever lived. Alright, but yeah, this is kind of what's happening, Scorpio. Hopefully that all made sense. Hopefully you lasted 1 hour. If you did, you get a fairy card, which is number 18, the moon. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. Does this not sum up what we've been talking about this whole time? Like, powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. This is the understanding that's coming in to you, right? The moon card with the moon card. You have this understanding that comes in, and it's like, now I can go ahead and take off this silly costume and this mask that I've been wearing because the understanding is here. The intuitive epiphanies, the aha moment, the light bulb has come on, and you're like, oh, okay, I see. And this is going to make you laugh. This is what I'm feeling like. You're just like cracking up, but it's like one of those crazy laughs. like how a villain would laugh. Like, you're not even supposed to be laughing at that, but you're laughing. So yeah, I'm wrapping it up right there, Scorpio. Hopefully this made a lot of sense. I gotta figure out what I'm going to name this for you guys because there was so much happening. But yeah, I'll see you guys mid-September. If that resonated with you, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel like always. If you need more clarity in your situation, I am doing readings. Email me about that and we can set that up for you. I'll see you guys later.